The Princess Theatre stands tall on a quiet street in Port Arthur. Built in 1886, it once entertained sailors, soldiers and settlers in this remote corner of Tasmania. Today it's a reminder of a livelier past, with whispers of a darker side. The theatre is beautiful, with ornate balconies and plush velvet seats. It has hosted many famous performers over the years, but its most notable resident has seemingly never left. The Princess Theatre is more than just bricks and mortar, it's a time capsule. It shows us how people lived and entertained themselves over a century ago. The theatre is a portal to the past, where the echoes of laughter and applause still linger. But some say other sounds haunt the theatre, sounds of another time and another realm. In today's episode, we will look into the ghostly apparition that reportedly haunts the Princess Theatre. Frederick Federici was an Italian opera singer. Federici established himself as one of the leading theater actors of the period. He was famous for his powerful voice. He traveled the world, performing in grand opera houses. In 1887, Federici joined the J.C. Williamson's touring opera company, their destination, Australia. The tour took him to remote Tasmania and the stage of the Princess Theatre. Federici was a star, accustomed to the adulation of crowds. He craved the spotlight, the thunder of applause. But his life was tragically cut short, on the stage of the Princess Theatre. His death, shrouded in mystery and rumor, would forever link him to the theatre. On March 3, 1887, Federici was performing on opening night in Gounod's Faust. He played the lead role of Mephistopheles. A full house was in attendance for the eagerly anticipated show, and the first few acts were generously received, Federici giving a dynamic performance. During the final scene, tragedy struck. Federici, dressed in his devil costume, suffered a heart attack. He collapsed on stage in front of a stunned audience. Some say his final cry was mistaken for a powerful acting choice. Others say the audience gasped as he fell. The curtain closed on the performance and on Federici's life. His death sent shockwaves through the small community. The Princess Theatre would never be the same. Federici was buried in Melbourne General Cemetery 2 days later and was widely mourned. His coffin was festooned with wreaths from mourners. Several attendees at the funeral service collapsed in grief. The show, as they say, must go on. But at the Princess Theatre, some say Federici never left. Over the years, stories of strange occurrences have surfaced. People report seeing a shadowy figure watching from the balcony. Others hear unexplained noises, whispers, and footsteps. Stagehands refuse to go backstage alone, fearing encounters with the ghostly singer. Visitors claim to feel cold spots, often accompanied by feelings of unease. Stagehands and artists describe feeling something brushing past them in empty corridors. Some even saw Federici himself. They describe a tall figure of a good-looking man in full evening dress, hair slightly graying at the temple, and of stylish appearance. Is it all in their heads, fueled by the legend of Federici? Or does the opera singer's spirit truly linger in the theatre where he took his final bow? Paranormal researchers from all over the world have come to the Princess Theatre to investigate the case. Federici has been widely discussed on TV, in print, and on YouTube. On opening nights, theatre management keep one seat vacant for Federici. From people who claim to have sighted him, he is usually spotted in the dress circle in the second or third row. It is considered a sign of good luck when he shows up. This concludes today's episode of the Paranormal Report. If you enjoyed today's episode, please give us a thumbs up, and consider subscribing to our channel. It is due to your continued viewership and support that we are able to bring you interesting and informative videos like this. The team here at the Paranormal Report really appreciates your support.